28 images, 19 years of visual reportage, 16 writers, 7 photojournalists, 2 countries, and 1 humanity. That's the focus of Havana and Haiti, 2 cultures, 1 community. The concept came from Iris Photo Collective co-founder Carl Juste and editor and project director Luis Rios. South Florida, more specifically Miami, is the adopted home for both of these Caribbean immigrants. Both journalists have witnessed the exodus of Cubans and Haitians from their homelands. Haitian-born Juste has spent more than 2 decades documenting the immigrants' drama as a photojournalist for the Miami Herald. Luis Rios is the director of photography and visual journalism at the Herald. The collection of 28 photographs, the main component of the exhibit, is printed on canvas, and most are larger than 3 by 5 feet. The book consists of the principal collection plus additional photography from the 7 contributing photojournalists. The photographers are Iris Photo Collective members Carl Juste, Andre Chung, and Pablo Martinez Monsivais. Miami Herald photographers Clarence W. Griffin, Maurice Kahn-Band, and Charles Traynor Jr. and national photographer Jeffrey Salter are also featured. Havana and Haiti, 2 cultures, 1 community, will be accompanied by a feature book, which contains an introduction and 17 essays from recognized contributing editors and writers who include Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist Leonard Pitts of the Miami Herald, critically acclaimed Haitian author Edwidge Dandicat, and national award-winning Herald columnist Ana Menendez, along with several distinguished and award-winning writers. One country is frozen in time, crumbling under the self-inflicted scourge of a socialist philosophy. After 50 years of this nightmare, it finds itself a dictatorship without a dictator. Its people have seen their will wringed from their being. The other, a country slave to a perpetually failing government and non-existent social and healthcare systems, is the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. Its future vanishes every day as it endures one of the highest infant mortality rates in the world. The similar hope for salvation shared by Cuba and Haiti lies across a thin expanse of water. Havana and Haiti, 2 cultures, 1 community, by Iris Photo Collective, is an intimate look at the similarities in these 2 people's lives and the oftentimes stark differences. Their common bond extends beyond leaving their countries and arriving on the shores of their adopted home. 2 distinct peoples, Cubans and Haitians, come together through art and photography in this exhibit. The interpretive work of the photojournalists captures the simplicity of everyday life for these 2 dynamic cultures. The photographs are displayed in pairs, 1 from Haiti and 1 from Havana, to enhance the central theme of each individual image. The overt differences begin with the warm, open-arm welcome for one people and the cold-shouldered denial of the other. Leonard Pitts writes, "Man in the mirror is a Cuban waiting in American custody at Guantanamo Bay for transportation to Miami. His eyes are not on you, but slightly up and away, as if searching some inner vista for the shape of his future. There is, what now in his eyes? Impatience mingled with resignation. You drift from that to the mud and muck of the encampment where he lives, while he waits, and it gives context to the irresolution of those eyes, of this man stuck at the way station to what he can only hope will be a better life." There is no context in Mask. There are only eyes surrounded on all sides by vivid red. It could be a woman in a burqa. It could be a terrorist at a training camp. It is a young man in a t-shirt. He has swaddled his head in a shirt because he is afraid to have his face known. All detainees at Guantanamo are not created equal after all. And where the Cuban faces the uncertainty of freedom in the United States, this Haitian faces a certainty of reprisal or even death if he gives a camera his face. Because Haitians don't go to freedom, they go back to Haiti. The collective narratives weave through this project in both written and visual languages, each telling its own story through the power of the pen and integrity of the camera. Finding the common ground where both Cubans and Haitians can stand is the goal of Havana and Haiti. Iris's mission is to create a new context, to explore and document the relationship of people of color to the world free of the dominant culture, while examining this relationship in our own voices and preserving the principles of journalism. It is in this mission we have created the historic project Havana and Haiti, 2 cultures, 1 community. We hope to bring together what many have chosen to tear apart.